Hey, what's up everybody? I'm here to give you a little bit of a video update of what's to come and also answer a question that I'm pretty sure a lot of family and friends have asked people like that are in the same position that I am, have been asking them ever since they joined up and signed on with YouTube or sites like YouTube. First of all, let's take a look at the video update. The video update I want to tell you about is this. As you know, we're reaching the end of the first decade of the 21st century. Now, usually a lot of people on YouTube and sites like it, will always do like a year in review. This year, however, the end of this year is an exception because instead of doing an end of the year, there's going to be a lot of people, myself included, that are going to do an end of the decade review. And there's going to be a lot of things people are going to talk about. And I'm going to talk about a lot of things as well. So, I'm just letting you be ready for that. Because I don't know when I'm going to do it. I might do it in the next couple of days. I might do it within the next week or so. But I am going to do it. Now, also, I'm letting you know there's going to be a lot more fan vids coming. Fan vids / AMVs, whatever you want to call them. They will be coming within the next couple of days. My plan is to make myself a DVD, if you will, because I got a lot of AMVs and fan vids on my computer. My family has even complained that I've got too much on there, it slows it down. It might just do that. What I'm hoping to do and get for Christmas is an external hard drive. That way I can plug it in with the USB cord in the back of my computer, put all my files that I've collected throughout the year onto that hard drive, and then put it away somewhere and then start anew. That's what I'm hoping to do. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm praying and hoping that does occur. But anyway, my plan is to do a DVD, either it's just all the MPEG files, or maybe using the DVD maker on our newest computer, which has Windows 7, to make a DVD's worth of all my videos that I've made throughout the year. And maybe even throughout the decade. Well, that's probably going to be impossible because I've made tons since 2004. But anyway, I just thought I'd let you know what's coming. I mean, as you've noticed, I had some new fan vids popping up. Some may seem a little familiar and similar to others. And you may have noticed that for the first time in a year and a half, I posted and made an all-new Hugo and Rita video, or fan vid. And which is kind of ironic, because a year and a half ago, my last one, which was, I think, Love Will Find a Way, was posted and made on March 13th, 2008. And the newest one was posted and made on December 13th, 2008. So, and if you want to, check that out. But anyway, that's what's to come. That's the video update, just to let you know what's to come. I'm going to be doing an end of the decade deal soon, and we'll just go from there and see what happens. Now, like I said, we'll just go from there and see what happens, and you'll find out also what I have in store for 2010 as well, in that end of the decade deal. Anyway, excuse me. Anyway, let's answer a question or so. And seeing as I've got 6 minutes or so left, let's answer a question. The question that I talked about at the beginning, I'm sure a lot of family and friends have asked other people like myself this question. Why do we get so upset when family and friends watch our videos on YouTube that we make on camera, like I'm doing right now, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people, my family and friends, will be asking me the same thing. Why do we do it, yet we don't want them to see it? Why do we do it? Well, first of all, the reason we do it is because we know that there are other people out there on YouTube or in sites like it that talk about the same subjects. You see, the things we talk about, whether it's subjects and talk about subjects like Sonic the Hedgehog or wrestling or professional wrestling or Disney cartoons and things like that, or comic books. The reason we talk about them because these are subjects that intrigue us, and we're fans of these certain things. You know, I've been a fan of the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise since it began. And I've been a fan and a subscriber to the comic since the mid to late 90s. I mean, I've been reading the comic since the beginning, but I've been subscribing to it since the late to mid 90s. It's over a decade I've been doing it. And I love to talk about it because as I have found out, there are other people out there that talk about the same thing. Now, I'm sure a lot of people get asked, by family and friends, well, why are you talking about these kind of things? You know, you're this age. Like, I just entered my 30s, this year. I just turned 30 this year, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people get this similar question, like, oh, you're this age, you're how old, and you're talking about this, why don't you do something else with your life? Let me kind of explain something. Just like a lot of people now, and even years ago when I started doing this, people have jobs as well. They all have jobs, and when they have days off or hours before they go to work, or even on their lunch breaks, like I've done, they do videos because they have the time. It's what makes them happy. It's sort of like a hobby, if you will. And the subjects they talk about intrigue them. That's why they talk about this stuff. It intrigues them. But then they get the question. And yes, that's rain falling. We're getting ready to fall. But then we get the question. If you're making videos in private, why don't you want people to see them either? If you don't want your family and friends to see them. If you don't want us, your family and friends to see them, then why do you post them on sites like YouTube and you let anybody else see them? It's because there's a lot of people out there that understand where we're coming from. Because they understand, and the fans understand, and like myself, the fans, and also the subjects that they talk about and I talk about, intrigues them. That's why we do it. Because there are other people out there that understand. They don't question it. They just leave it. They just leave it alone and like, okay, that's cool, you talked about it, that's fine. They just leave it. Okay, they just leave it. And the way I look at it, and I don't mean to offend anybody, family or friends or anybody that's watching, if you don't understand why we do it, it's because you don't get it. We do it because we're intrigued by it and we're fans of things like that. It intrigues us and we're fans. Okay? That's why we do it. And like I said, if you don't understand that, it's because you don't get it. And again, not to offend anybody, not to offend family or friends or anybody watching, what if somebody came up to you and asked you the question, oh, you're this age, why are you, you're this age and you got all these other responsibilities, why are you going out and partying and all that? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Or if you're older, like, oh, you're 60, 70 years old or 50 years old, why are you trying to act younger than you are? Why is it? Do you think they like being asked that question? Interesting, by people that just don't get it? No, they don't. Excuse me. Checking my time. Again, no, they don't. They don't like being asked that question because they know people that ask that question just don't get it. The reason people, families, if you will, go out at their age, like say if they got responsibilities, kids to take care of, the reason they don't get why people go out and party is because they need a break. They need a break from, this generation of kids. They need to let loose. And I understand that. I understand that. For someone that gets questioned as to why he does the things he does, I understand why they do it. They need a break. They need to let loose and just go out and be themselves for the night. It's the same thing for people that are in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. The reason they want to act younger, because they don't want to believe. They don't want to believe and look in the mirror every day and hear people say, oh, you're this age now. And, they don't want to hear that or feel that. They want to feel younger. They don't want to believe that. They want to believe that they're younger than that. That's why they do the things. That's why they try to act younger. It's the same thing with people like me. The reason we talk about things or do the things that we do is because it's who we are, and it intrigues us. But anyway, That's why we post videos. That's why we make videos in private. That's why we talk about certain things and then post them on YouTube. It's because there are others out there that understand us and understand the same subjects because it intrigues them as well. And that's why sometimes we don't want family and friends to watch them, even though they will, because they probably don't get what we're talking about. They probably don't understand. It intrigues us. We're fans of it. So, anyway, that's all I'm going to say on that. And again, I apologize. I don't mean to offend family, friends, or anybody about what I've said. I hope you enjoyed the video update about what's to come, and I'll talk to you all later.